What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome into the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham, and we got a big matchup this weekend between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Chiefs just a 2-point favorite right now, over under 53 points as the Chiefs hit the road to Cincinnati to face the Bengals this Sunday. 3:25 Central Time is when that game will kick off. Now, let's take a look at the AFC playoff pictures. We gear up for Week 13 here. Chiefs control their own destiny to getting that number one seed and home field advantage throughout the playoffs until the Super Bowl, of course. Bengals 2 games back there at 7-4. They are trying to catch the Ravens in their own division, but if they were able to beat the Chiefs this week, that would close the gap. Certainly, obviously, Miami and Buffalo would benefit from a Chiefs loss as well. So this is a very, very important game, especially considering you look at the remaining schedule for Kansas City. I mean, what stands out to you guys here? Because to me, you're at Cincy this week, then you're at the Broncos, at the Texans, 2 games you should win. Seattle at home, game you should win. Broncos at home, game you should win. And at the Raiders, the Raiders could be tricky, but a game you should win. There is no doubt this is the biggest game left on the schedule for Kansas City. If the Chiefs win this game, there's a good chance they're going to win out. Now, it's the NFL. Things happen. Anybody can beat anybody any given Sunday, like they say. But if you win this game in Cincinnati, I am very confident in the Chiefs' chances in getting the number one overall seed in the AFC. Now, get your score predictions in right now between the Chiefs and the Bengals on Sunday. Obviously, Kansas City looking for revenge after going 0-2 against Cincy last year, including that devastating loss to the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. Get your score predictions in. Let me know who's going to win and what the score will be. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll give you my score prediction at that point in time. All right, let's take a look at the injury reports as well. Then we'll get to some keys to victory. Kadarius Toney still dealing with the hamstring injury. Did not practice on Thursday. I quite frankly don't think he plays this week. We'll see if that same fate is true for Jerick McKinnon, who's dealing with the hamstring injury. Did not practice. If he can't go, look for Melvin Gordon to probably be active this Sunday, and as they try to get him up to speed. Deion Bush limited with an elbow injury. We'll see if one of the top special teams players goes on Sunday. For the Bengals, obviously, 2 key players, Ja'Marr Chase, Joe Mixon, limited. Chase says he's going to play. He's coming back from that hip injury. Joe Mixon's been in the concussion protocol. We'll see if he's able to go. And then DJ Reader dealing with a non-injury situation. Did not practice, but I assume that he is going to play in this matchup on Sunday. All right, before we get to our keys to victory for the Kansas City Chiefs, today's Chiefs Report is sponsored by Fetch. And if you go download the Fetch app, 100% free on your iPhone or your Android, go to chatsports.com/fetch. That'll get you to the App Store to download the app. Plug in promo code CHAT to get 5,000 bonus points. You're probably asking, points for what, Harrison? Well, the Fetch app allows you to build points, which you can redeem for gift cards by doing the following steps below. You see the little video on your screen. Once you download, you open the app, you click that orange camera button there at the bottom of the app, and once you get in there, you can start scanning your receipts today. That's what the Fetch app does. You scan receipts, you build up points, you redeem those points for gift cards. It's very simple. Scan your receipts when you pump gas, when you go through a drive-thru, when you eat dinner, when you get groceries, whatever you do. If you're paying, don't say no. If you want your receipt, say yes. Scan your receipt and build those points. Once that confetti pops on your screen, you know that it worked and you got points. Different receipts, different stores, you get different amount of points, but you always get points every single time you scan a receipt, regardless if it's a mom and pop shop or if it is a big store as well. Then once you get to 10,000 points, we're giving you 5,000 with promo code CHAT at chatsports.com/fetch. Once you get to 10,000, then you can get a $10 gift card to Walmart, Amazon, whatever, movie theaters, restaurants, tons of different options available. Chatsports.com/fetch. That link and promo code of CHAT are in the description of this video. Start racking up points today. All right, let's get to some keys to victory for Kansas City. You get into these big games, a lot of time it does just come down to the quarterbacks. And number one, Mahomes outplays Burrow. Listen, last year in the AFC Championship game, Mahomes admitted the other day he played like shit in the second half. Those are his words, not mine. He's got to play better. This year, both of these guys have played at a high level this year when you compare these guys. Mahomes certainly the MVP favorite right now, leads the NFL in passing yards and in passing touchdowns. Both have a QB rating of over 100. Joe Burrow has been heating up as of late, and he's going to get Ja'Marr Chase back. And the better QB wins these big games more often than not. That's just what it comes down to. When two good teams play, which quarterback plays better? Which quarterback takes care of the ball? Which guy throws more touchdowns? I mean, it's, sometimes it isn't rocket science when you get into these type of matchups. Why did the Chiefs lose both those matchups last year? Because, quite frankly, Burrow was a little better in those games. I mean, it's okay to admit Mahomes certainly needs to flip that script this Sunday. Okay, let's shift to the defense here. Chiefs secondary's got to hold up. Now, what I mean there is, you're going to give up plays, right? But hold your own. Make enough plays. I mean, that in the regular season especially, that was a big problem. Jamar Chase went for, 200 yards or whatever it was. He went crazy. He's expected to come back this week. This trio that Cincinnati has at wideout is tough with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. Probably the strongest wide receiver trio in the National Football League. I like these young Chiefs corners, but they're young. L'Jarius Sneed's the only one with a ton of experience. You got Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson, Josh Williams, but those are all rookies. We're going to find out real quickly how much these guys are for real, how much they can step up to the plate and hold their own. This will be a real challenge for this secondary. And quite frankly, I'm excited to see how they answer the bell because they're going to give up plays. How do you respond? You can't just give up play after play after play and not get back up. So I think that will be a big test, especially with Jamar Chase coming back. Now, who do you think the better offensive weapon in this game is? Type TK for Travis Kelce, type JC for Jamar Chase. Better weapon on the field in this one. TK is just a mismatch nightmare. Give me Kelce, but hey, Jamar Chase, he's the truth as well. And speaking of Kelce, he needs to dominate. You need Travis Kelce to dominate in this matchup. I'm thinking like 8 catches, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I'm thinking a big game for Travis Kelce, who's 88 yards away from his 7th consecutive 1,000-yard season. No other tight end has done it more than 3 straight seasons. He's got 12 touchdowns in 11 games. I think he needs at least 1, if not 2 there. I think he needs to have a big game. 10-plus targets, 8-plus catches. Let's go, Travis Kelce. And guess what? These two guys are motivated. They know what happened last year. Mahomes already acknowledged it. Kelce's thinking it too. Like, hey, we need to beat this team and get that mental edge back because the Bengals are the one team who beat them twice in a season. No one else has been able to do that in God knows how long. So this is an important game just mentally for this group. And I think number 15 and number 87 are going to be motivated to win it. All right, a couple more minor keys here. I shouldn't say minor. Red zone defense. Kind of get back to that second key, secondary holding up. You're going to give up plays, but you're certainly going to give up yards. But once the Bengals get into the red zone, can you clamp down? Can you force field goals? Can you get turnovers? I think bend don't break is a very acceptable kind of approach in this matchup. Try to keep everything in front of you. Get to third down and try to get a stop. Just don't give up those 40, 50-yard plays that you were giving up in that regular season matchup last year. So we'll see how Spags approaches this. Certainly there will be times to blitz and take some chances, but I think in general, eliminate the big plays and clamp down in the red zone. And then lastly, win the turnover battle. I mean, that kind of ties into the defensive keys and to the quarterback key as well. Mahomes take care of the football. Defensively, got to force a turnover or 2. That's just how this goes. I think you're going to have to find a way to make some plays in this matchup defensively off of Joe Burrow. So hopefully the Chiefs are able to do that, and we'll see if they can just do that as the Chiefs hit the road to face the Bengals this Sunday. Just 2-point favorites, so Vegas thinks this is going to be a low-scoring game, or a close game, I should say. Semi-high scoring at 53 points there, so we'll have to wait and see. All right, get those score predictions in. Chiefs, Bengals, who you got, and what is the score going to be? My prediction, 31-28, Chiefs win it in this matchup. I think they get it done on Sunday and stay on top of the AFC with a 31-28 win. I think it'll be another instant classic. Should be a fun game. All right, subscribe to the Chiefs Report. That way you never miss a video, and we'll be live on Sunday for a watch party between the Chiefs and the Bengals. That'll be a lot of fun. We'll see you guys then. Go Chiefs.